Hi you guys, it has been a long time and I don't actually even know, am I gonna start crying? Oh my gosh, I haven't done like a sit down, well actually I'm standing up, but I haven't done like a sit down talking to you video in forever. I just need to like talk about things and get things out there. I don't know, I just feel like things are happening, and before more things are happening, I wanted to update you guys. Plus, if you've been keeping up with the series, we kind of ended it where like I got to Texas and now what? What have I been doing? Has Ellie been doing? What's been going on? What's the tea? There really isn't any tea really, but well, kind of. So I'm gonna try and update you the best that I can without being boring, things that you don't care about. I'm like, what am I doing? But I will also include pictures, other videos, interesting things. You'll have stuff to look at. You can kind of like not fall asleep. I don't know. Way too long since I've done this. Oh my gosh. So me and my sister, Morgan, drove with me down to Texas. I actually ended up driving the whole way. Morgan didn't drive at all, which was totally fine. It actually wasn't that bad. It was kind of interesting because Morgan's not a road trip person. She's never been to Texas before. Me and Morgan just haven't hung out like that in like so long. So it was really good to just be with my sister and it went so good. I honestly, thank you Morgan for putting up with me because like I sing in the car and I'm like, I feel like I'm just annoying. She didn't like have a mental breakdown or anything, and we just were able to, once we were here, explore the city, just hang out together, go to coffee shops, do kind of the touristy things in Austin, which like I have just wanted to do. Yeah, so it was really good. I guess the main thing I also wanted to get from this video is that if you're looking at my life and Texas journey and Instagram or any of those kind of things, like it looks like it's so good and perfect and exciting and adventurous and it's almost like a movie or something, you know? And there are a lot of parts in my life that do feel like a movie. Honestly, it feels like a movie, my whole life really. But movies have bad parts and movies have things that don't work out and challenges and rough parts and all those things. I want to show and tell you that like this has not been like the easiest thing ever. Actually, it's really been quite like in the middle. Like it has been pretty constant, like normal for the most part. So I just wanted to like let you know that, just say that out loud. Like I know that on my Instagram, on YouTube, I put the most exciting parts because that's the most exciting part. Like duh, you want to see that, like you want to share that. But like when I dropped off my sister at the airport, I came home and just cried. And I remember just, I couldn't even stop crying. Like I was like, what is happening? Like what, you know? And I was like, why am I here? Like, what am I doing? Like, why? Like, what? You know? So, and I go through that every single day, mostly not crying like that, but just like wondering, what am I doing here? Why? How did this happen? Like, another thing, ever since like dropping my sister off at the airport, it has been so gloomy and rainy and cold. Like, it's incredibly, it's insane because it feels like I'm in Wisconsin still, and it makes me not want to go and leave the treehouse. So I don't currently have a job situation, don't have a job. I'm finishing up my jobs from back home. So I have a lot of photo sessions to edit, some videos I've been editing, like wedding videos, wedding photos, other sessions, like just stuff like that I've been needing to like wrap up. So I have work I'm doing, thank goodness, but I don't have a job here. That's like a whole thing in itself of like, even just today, I just applied to 2 jobs. I applied to other jobs like a couple of days ago. I just don't know, I don't know. I'll have to do a whole video on the whole job thing, but as of right now, don't have a job. So when you're like seeing like me or like seeing our videos, like I don't have a job, and like that, I don't like that. I don't like it. Like again, I'm editing, I'm doing my job that I have to finish it, which is good. But I don't have a job like Ellie does. She wakes up every day, goes to work, comes back home from work, like talks about work, people ask about work, people are asking me all the time where I work, and it's just embarrassing. It feels like my value is less because I don't have a job. So I've been kind of working through that, and it sucks. It sucks to not have a job. I wish I even knew like what job I wanted or where I wanted to work or what title I want, but I don't. So yeah. As for like socially wise, we have a great church called Antioch, and that church has just been like oh my gosh, me and Ella were talking about the other day how like of a big a blessing it is that we have people to hang out with on the weekends, people who invite us to things, people who love Jesus and who just make us feel like we belong there. Because like whenever I have doubts like, oh, do I belong here? Like what am I doing here? God just like has put those people to say the right things or to even just like smile a certain way or to hug you or that kind of thing and speak truth into to us, me and Ellie. So church has been great. That's honestly like, actually if you look at one of the Q&As, that was like one thing that I said I wanted, or I can't remember what the question was, but that was something that I was really, really looking for and really hoping to get involved in. I think one of my goals that I want to do is really be a part of like a church family. I really want to like have like a church to call home. So I really want to be a part of a church family here and really get like more involved in church. That's like a big goal of mine for sure that I want to do here in Texas. I think me and Ellie got a lot of new like thrifting finds. We've been shopping and just like making our house really feel like a home. We've been getting a lot of boring stuff like a garbage bin, a sponge, pots and pans, like weird stuff like that, baskets. But we've also got like a table, we got a new chair, we have like a new coffee table. We still need to decorate the balcony part. So I'm really excited to start decorating that. But yeah, it's really starting to feel like more together and ooh, I'm excited. We even got a cactus named Joseph. So throughout the whole jobless thing, not knowing why I'm here yet, it was so funny because so my brother, when I went away to, it was like my first time I ever saw the ocean actually, and I went on like a missions trip basically. My brother sent me a verse, Joshua 1:5, that talked about like, just as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. And then, so that kind of became me and my brother's verse. I just feel, it always came into play whenever there was something new happening or some adventure happening. And I would send it to him when he like had something new happening or something that he needed to be courageous for. So that verse is just, it just is very significant to me. And in our very first life group or like Bible study, that was the chapter we were studying, is Joshua chapter 1. And most of you guys know Joshua 1 verse 9, which is, hang on. If you follow me on Instagram, I had mentioned that I got a new journal to signify kind of like my new start. I haven't, like, that's another thing I need to address, is like the whole Instagram, social media thing. Like, oh my gosh, I can't even post anything. I can't, like, I don't know I seriously, it feels like I'm disconnected from myself. Like, it's so strange. It's like I'm trying to figure out who I am and make sure that I'm here, but I'm still like not sure who I am and then like where I am and like what? Like, it's just so weird. Got a new journal because I needed to start a new chapter because everything has happened. I moved out of the apartment with my 5 girlfriends. Like, we sold our childhood home. My brother went to college. I was getting ready to go to Austin. I left photography and all that stuff. Like, I ended that. My sister started her own like business basically. It's just like all these things happening all at the same time, and it was too much that it felt like, okay, so many things are ending. There's like something new beginning, and I didn't want to combine it with the old stuff. I wanted something new. So, long story short, got this journal, and that verse had come up at the very first life group, and the verse, Joshua 1:9 says, "Haven't I commanded you? Strength, courage. Don't be timid, don't get discouraged. God, your God, is with you every step you take." That's kind of been just really meaningful to me, and every part of that verse I can take something out of. And I think with that, like, I've always felt connected to Moses because he didn't feel like he could do what God called him to do. He didn't feel good enough. He didn't feel like, he didn't know who he was. He felt like he was weak in a lot of areas. And I relate to Moses a lot because then God used his weakness to do great things with Moses. And I just pray that like I can be used like Moses was. Even though there's so many areas where I doubt myself and I fear and I hesitate, God will somehow use that and remind me of who he is. Yeah. So anyways, I was gonna say something, hang on. I need to say. Oh, I know. And so the other part with that, with the Joshua verses and like Moses and all of that stuff, Well, my dad had been saying like we're like the Israelites, just like separated among like the nations. Like my parents are in one place, my brother's in one place, my sister's in one place, I'm in one place. Like he's been saying that too. So that was just kind of cool that it's like the same era of time. But the Israelites and Joshua and Moses they're all going to the promised land. That's another reason I sort of connect with Moses, is because, and I haven't really put this together that much, but like I came here not knowing what I was gonna do or what God had promised for me, but I still went. That's kind of like what Moses did. He went and led these people, and God used him even when he thought he couldn't be used. He just held to that God keeps his promises, and that there was going to be a promised land. He didn't know what it looked like, he didn't know what it was, he didn't know where it was, they had no idea where it was, but they followed God. And that's how I feel about Austin. Like, there's the promised land somewhere here. I don't know where it is, I don't know what it looks like, I don't know where it'll look, I don't know any of that, honestly, but I know I'm trusting that God keeps his promises, and that he wouldn't lead me this far, that he wouldn't give me the tree house, and he wouldn't have Ellie have a job, and he wouldn't have given us this church, and he wouldn't have let me do this like financially, and he wouldn't have led me this far if there wasn't a promised land somewhere here. I just haven't found it yet. That's kind of like what has been keeping me going during these days. I can kind of get defeated thinking that I don't have a purpose here. So when I think I don't have a purpose, I think of the promised land. And like the verse says, like, God will be with you every step you take. So I'm just taking a step every day, applying to random jobs, looking at random things online, talking to random people. Not random, you know what I mean. That's that. Other than that, honestly, Texas has been super good. It's weird how much I don't miss Wisconsin. Like, there'll be random things that I miss. It doesn't seem that far away, and this place doesn't feel that uncomfortable. It feels like I'm free here, that I can be myself here, even though I don't know what that is. Like, I'm still trying to figure out like what it means to be Molly, and hence why I didn't post on Instagram for so long, because I was kind of caught in like that like Wisconsin Molly, Texas Molly, and like just who Molly is in general, because I just feel like I don't know. So I like the podcast stopped, the Bible study stopped, like those stopped a while ago, but like the Instagram post stopped, the blog stopped, like everything. Like I don't know. Like I said, trying to figure out what it means to be Molly here. Like, where does Molly fit here? What does it mean? Who am I? Oh, so currently the water, I can't drink the water. They're like testing the water, so for the past 2 days, you have to like boil water before you can drink it. That's been kind of annoying, because every time I try to get out of here, something happens. It's either like raining or like the water doesn't work, and so none of the cafes like can make coffee because like they can't do that. It's like, what the heck? Like I said before, I just hope you know that like I'm not, you know, always out and adventuring and taking cool photos and like making the fun things and like talking to all these people and stuff. Like, honestly, most of the days have been me here with my computer editing old photos of like the colors of the leaves back home, and that's really what it is. I think I should probably go. I don't think I have anything more left to say right now. I do just want to say thank you to you, everyone who's supported me through this journey. Like, it really, like, honestly does like mean a lot. I can't believe anyone cares, you know, and you know, most people probably don't. Like, I don't, and that's fine. Like, no one needs to care, and I even feel weird about posting a lot of this stuff, because it's like, oh, look at me in Texas and all this stuff. Like, I feel I don't want to post about it all the time, but it is something that's it's obviously a big part of my life. It's like, it just feels important, and so I need to talk about it. So thank you to all of you who do listen, who have supported, who have just shown me love throughout this process and believed in me. It's so funny how other people believe in you more than you believe in you. I don't know what I would do without people. As much as I prefer to be alone, I need people. Thank you so much to all of you. Let me know, comment down below anything you want, anything you want to see. What helps you? As I'm here like jobless, I might as well like make stuff. I'm not sure what God wants me to do, but I want to start just doing something. So send me an idea, comment below, like this video if you want, subscribe if you want to stay updated. I hope to be posting more videos just because I enjoy having videos to look back on and to make. I love making videos. Let me know all of that. still bad at goodbyes. I feel like I forgot about a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to say, but I'm going to cheers to you, Diet Coke, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm just gonna get out of here before I keep like rambling on.